Yo, what up, though? It's the $1 Million Kid, Jose Guapo. And I want to give a shout out to Mikey T, the movie star. We on Report Card Radio. Let's get it.
So, yo, Guapo, you had started to get into it a little bit earlier, but could you tell me how y'all went on to form the Rich Kids?
I told you at a football game. At a football game, it was the after party, like at a skating ring. Cause like for the teenage clubs, we had like skating rings and shit like that. That like, and they had teen night where it'd be a club. We wouldn't actually be in that skating. We were just being there politicking and kicking it, listening to music, messing with the girls and shit, like how you do in a regular club. But that was our teen club. So we went to that teen club after the game, and shit. Some members out the group was just like this. Me and Schoolie went into the group at the same time. Like we had a little talk, and they were just like, "Shit, we going to the studio when we leave here, man. Both of y'all need to pull up." Woo, woo, woo. Me, not really on the rapping shit like that. I was like to gamble. Like I like to gamble a lot. So I didn't go to the studio. I went to the neighborhood to gamble. So I ain't go to the studio. But they end up tapping back in like, bro, come around, you know what I'm saying, fuck with us or whatever. And I'm like, I fucked it with him, so I didn't have no problem with going around. So I went around, started hanging with him and shit.
Right. And you said you guys made a record that actually went viral before the term was even there. So, how did the Rich Kids as a group go on to get a relationship with Grand Hustle? Could you break that down for me?
Yeah, Rashad of the group, he is actually T.I. cousin. He's actually T.I. cousin. So when we started, like, when the music started going up, 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 I mean, like, it just hit a doorbell on Grand Hustle. Like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? That's like right now, if somebody called me and like, well, your cousin, he rapping, he got this song going up. You need to rock with him. So I guess like that's how it happened. You know what I'm saying? And plus like KT Kern, who y'all always hear tips shouting out in songs, he had seen us at a nightclub performing and we went crazy. Like we turned the club out. Like we was at Blue Flame. We weren't even old enough to be in the club, let alone be performing in the club. Like, we were like 15, 16. We in Blue Flame. We turned that motherfucker out right after we left Crucial. We turned that motherfucker out, and shit. KT and Big Country Kane was in the club, and they synced it. And then shit, the next day, shit, cause we used to record at T.I. Mama house. He had like a basement. He had a basement with a whole decked out studio, like a whole decked out studio. And he just they gave us the basement off of Rashad, I guess. Like they gave us the basement and we turned that like into our house. Like that was our house. We had a movie theater in the basement, all type of pool tables, all type of foosball. You know how that it be in the basement, decked out. It was fly and it had the studio. So we'll just be in the studio working. And then KT popped up like a day or two after we had just did that performance. He popped up on us at the house and he was talking to us and shit like that about he wanted to be our managers and shit like that.
Well, at that point, had you guys started releasing this music?
I
Like,
mean, yeah, they had music release. They had music release. I ain't have no music release because Rich Kidz was already like they had already had songs and shit before I even came in the group.
you guys started releasing good music. I'm talking about Lincoln with Chief Keef on the record Ratchet, man.
Yeah, I left the group by the time they did that. I ain't on that song. I had left the group unfortunately due to some misunderstandings about contracts and business, and I just felt like I was getting older because I wasn't like the youngest one in the group, and I wasn't the oldest one, but I was getting older, and then I always was about my money. Like I just told you, I didn't even go to the studio the first night because I went to the hood to gamble. I was always about my money. I've been about my money, and I just kind of felt like we was young when none of us old enough to sign contracts. So I just felt like I can't have like I always been told myself like I'm a boss. Like I want to be like I'm gonna always be my own man. And I just felt I couldn't have like my life or my life decisions in somebody else's hands. Cause when you in a group, which was five of us, that's five people. Then you got the parents. If I don't know if everybody had their mom and their dad, but You got the parents, so that's 10 parents. That's 10 people that's really controlling your destiny. Because if somebody don't sign something, it ain't going through. Like they not gonna just if it was 5 members. If 3 people sign something, we're not gonna be able to do it because all 5 members ain't signed. So after we had the whole situation with that, I just told myself I'm just gonna go on my own journey. Like a couple people from Grand Hustle had stepped to me and they were like, we believe you can do it solo or whatnot. And I was like, shit, I believe I can do it solo. And that's when I turned to Jose. I was already Jose like at the end leaving Rich Kidz 24/7. I was Jose. I ain't have Guapo yet. I was just Jose. So I was Jose. But when I left the group, I turned to Jose Guapo instantly. My first song was Busted featuring Young Dro. That was my first solo song ever.
Damn, that's what's up, man. Because I was gonna ask you about leaving the group and the reasons behind it.
Yeah, yeah. It's like we just did a sold out concert in September in Atlanta, a parking lot concert sold out. We just did the first actual reunion in damn like 10 to 12 years, and that shit was fun as fuck. Like it ain't no problems with nobody in the group. Like we all still fuck with each other. We all still be in contact with each other. Like we all still, if we ever see each other somewhere, like they know it's love. If we ever see each other somewhere and it's something going on with that person, as far as like somebody trying to do something with them, we gonna ride. Like like ain't no disrespecting none of the group members in front of me or nothing like that. Like we always still love.
So let me ask you, Guapo, did you ever get to have much of a relationship with T.I. while you were at Grand Hustle?
Nah, not really. Not while I was at Grand Hustle. Like he don't get a fucked up. He fucked it with me because he always showed me that he fucked with me. He fucked with me. Like even when I did a verse one time for a song, cause he had did some shit one time when he was like, this was our first song that we were finna get ready to do with T.I. But he was letting us know like everybody ain't gonna be able to be on the song. It's still gonna be a Rich Kid song. Like, everybody gonna receive their residuals or whatever, but everybody ain't gonna be able to fit on the song because of the length and all that. So he was like, y'all got to go hard, and we gonna pick the verses or whatever. Make a long story short, he ended up like loving my verse. So it's things that he showed me without me asking that he fucked with me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he never just did no super because he always been superstar. So he never did no super go out of his way shit to like speak to me and then like that. But he always spoke to me. He always cracked a little joke here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like I always know that he fucked with me. Like we got a relationship now. Like, I got a relationship with him and him and down there his whole family right now.
Word. So how was your relationship this day and age?
He just be every time I see him, he just holler at me. We talk and he be like, "Shit, whatever you need. If you need help with anything, shit, just give me a call. Like I got a number on my phone right now."
That's what's up, man. How did you feel about that whole thing with T.I. taking the claim of King of the South, man? It shows that he shows love to people like you and stays in contact. That's a quality of a king, I would say.
I mean, if that's how he felt, that's how he felt. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. It's just like me. I call myself Babyface Nelson, $1 million kid, and I was calling myself $1 million kid before I ever saw $1 million or whatever. So like if that's how I felt, that's how I felt. Like somebody
Facts.
could have been saying, "You ain't the $1 million kid. You don't got $1 million." You know what I'm saying? But I'm the $1 million kid. So he's saying he can't go to South. That's just how he felt. Like then he definitely had accolades that matched up to it. Like don't get it fucked up. T.I. still that nigga. Like T.I. that nigga now. Don't get it fucked up.
Expeditiously.
Simultaneously.